Well, hey everybody, welcome to the Rock Point Kids Easter Jam. We are so pumped for what we've got in store for you today. And I know this isn't normally what Easter looks like, and that's okay, but we are gonna have an incredible time. Now, something I want you to know before we get started, Easter Jam is for everyone. For those preschoolers with the unlimited energy, for the K-3 kids with those incredible moves, for the preteeners to lead the way and lead by example. It's even for those middle school and high school youth who can jump in and show that they are leading the way and get involved too. And young adults, man, you're not out of this either. We need everybody to be a part. The only way to not have fun is to not participate. Now, adults, buckle in. This is Easter like you've never done it before, and we want to see what it looks like in your home. So make sure you're sharing photos and videos to our social media. Tag us at RockPointKidsAZ on Instagram and Facebook, and make sure to use the hashtag EasterJam2020. Now, you need to look around. Who is not here that needs to be a part of this? I want you to pause the video. I want you to go get them and bring them here. Bribe them with some Peeps if you need to do that. Now, when you come back, we're gonna get going. We're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, now.
Easter, a time for fake grass, plastic eggs, these things, chocolate bunnies, and people dressed as bunnies. And then there are the weird parts of Easter, like fake grass, plastic eggs, these things, chocolate bunnies, and people dressed as bunnies, which is interesting. But what does all this stuff have to do with Easter? And if this holiday is about more than candy and wearing uncomfortable clothes to church and lunch with your relatives, what makes Easter happy?
In this world, there are two types of people. There are normal people like me who love these little candies right here, sour watermelon Peeps or just any flavor Peep in general. Peeps are one of my favorite candies, something you can only get once a year. But then there are also people like Zach.
I mean, how can you eat something that is just so cute and colorful?
Let's see how you guys feel. If you guys like Peeps like I do, make sure that you give the camera a thumbs up right now. Let us know how you guys feel. If you don't like Peeps, then give us a thumbs down. So that way we can gauge who likes Peeps, who doesn't, and we can see who's right, because I know it's me.
Okay, I guess everyone has a different opinion about Peeps. But no matter what you think of Peeps, you're absolutely gonna love this game.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I need you guys to divide your room into 2 teams. I don't know if there's even maybe 2 of you in the room, maybe there's 8 of you in the room. Either way, just find an even way to divide the room into 2 teams. From there, you'll each get a Peep that looks like this one that Zach has here. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna give your Peep a sword. You can name your Peep anything you want. Maybe you wanna go with Peep A and Peep B. Maybe you wanna go with Lord Peeperton, something like that. I don't know what you wanna go with. You could go with any name. Then you wanna give your Peep a little bit of character. Maybe draw a mustache on it or something like that. Then you're gonna take a paper plate like this one that Zach has right here, and then you're gonna put your Peeps on either side of the paper plate. As you can see, their swords kind of line up. You're gonna set your microwave to 45 seconds. You are not gonna run the full 45 seconds, but whoever stabs the other Peep first wins.
And trust us, parents, you do not want to go 45 seconds or there's gonna be a big mess in your microwave.
All right, guys, all that's left to do now is actually do it. So we're gonna set our microwaves to 45 seconds, put the Peeps in the microwave, and see how it goes.
Wow, that was so awesome. But this happened.
How did it go, guys? We want to see how yours turned out. Maybe it turned out like mine and Zach's, which I definitely won, or maybe it didn't turn out so well. Either way, we want to see pictures. So go ahead and hashtag EasterJam2020 and tag us on Instagram at RockPointKidsAZ or on Facebook at RockPointKids so that we can see how your guys' Peep fight went.
All right, are you ready for another game? For this one, you need a laundry basket and socks, lots of socks. And it doesn't matter if they're clean or dirty as long as they have a match.
If you need to, go grab those things now. We'll wait for you right here and explain the rest. Got your basket and socks? Great. Now choose 2 people to be the players and 2 people to be the scorekeepers.
All right, for this game, you're gonna go ahead, you're gonna put the basket on one side of the room and dump the pile of socks on the other. Don't worry, those socks are gonna make their way into the basket. So when we say go, you're gonna find a sock, find the match, you're gonna make them into a ball or an Easter egg and toss them across the room into the Easter basket.
The player with the most socks in the basket at the end of the timer is the winner. Now, if you don't have a scorekeeper, you're gonna have to keep track on your own. That means everybody's on the honor system. Parents, I'm looking at you.
All right, if you need to get everything into position and everyone into position, go ahead and press pause now and we'll wait for you right here. Everybody ready? Great, we're gonna put on a 1-minute timer.
This Easter egg throwdown is happening in 3, 2, 1, go!
All right, families, who won? All right, whoever it was today gets a special prize. You get socks. Just kidding. Parents, whoever won the game, make sure they get a special treat today.
Maybe one of these things. Maybe not.
I hope you're having fun today. We are celebrating because today is Easter. If you don't know the story of Easter, that's okay. Because today we will talk about what makes today, more than any other day, happy.
But before we get there, we know you have a lot of friends and family who would love to hear from you today. And to help you with that, we have a few challenges for you to choose from. So press pause, pick one that works for you guys, and go wish all your peeps a happy Easter.
Oh man, that's awesome. I just got a bunch of texts from these guys over here wishing me happy Easter. And let me say, their emoji game is strong. Now, just because we're celebrating a different way this year doesn't mean Easter is not happy. It is. And that's not because of Peep wars and chocolate bunnies and Easter egg baskets, which are awesome, don't get me wrong. But it's because of what happened thousands of years ago. It's a story that is so powerful and yet so simple. In fact, it can be told with laundry.
In the beginning, God created everything. He formed people in His very own image. But then, we turned away from God. Sin entered the world, like a dark stain. Still, God loved us so deeply that He made a plan to rescue us. At just the right moment, God sent His very own Son, Jesus, to live among us. Jesus healed hearts and minds and bodies. Thousands gathered to hear Him teach. Instead of giving lots of new rules, Jesus turned things upside down by making it simple. Love God, love others. After 3 years of traveling and teaching, Jesus and His disciples entered Jerusalem to celebrate the Passover feast. Huge crowds gathered to welcome Him. But while the crowds cheered for Jesus, the religious leaders made plans to arrest Him. He was turning their world upside down, and they wanted Him gone. As Jesus celebrated the Passover meal with His friends, He told them that He would be leaving, but would return. His friends didn't understand. That night, one of Jesus' followers, Judas, led soldiers to arrest Him. The religious leaders gave Jesus a fake trial and then sent Him to Pilate, the Roman governor, who could have Him killed. Pilate found Jesus had broken no law and tried to release Him. But a mob called for Jesus to be killed. Pilate gave in and handed Jesus over to the Roman soldiers. Jesus was forced to carry the heavy beams of his own wooden cross. On a hill called Golgotha, the soldiers nailed Jesus' hands and feet to the rough wood. The soldiers and people who passed by laughed and mocked him. But from the cross, Jesus asked God to forgive them. Finally, Jesus called out, "It is finished." Then he died. The earth shook. Rocks split open. Even the soldiers cried, "Surely he was the Son of God." One of Jesus' followers took his body and placed it in a tomb cut from the rock. A huge stone blocked the entrance. Jesus' friends were devastated. They had believed that Jesus was the one God promised, the one who would rescue them, but now he was gone. Their whole world had turned upside down. Jesus' friends stayed hidden in fear for 3 days. But early Sunday morning, Mary Magdalene, a close friend of Jesus, hurried to the tomb. She planned to anoint Jesus' body with special spices. As Mary neared the tomb, she saw the stone had been rolled away. The tomb was empty. Mary turned to see a man standing near. She didn't recognize him until he said, "Mary." It was Jesus, alive. Jesus told her, "Do not hold on to me. I have not yet ascended to the Father. Instead, go to those who believe in me." Jesus, God's Son, became like us to lay down his life. Through God's power, he defeated death for all of us, and sin was washed away. One day, he's promised to return, so we can live with him forever.
Wow, I hear that story every year and it never ceases to amaze me. You see, God sent his son Jesus to remind me that he is bigger than anything in this world. The fact that Jesus rose from the grave is proof that I can face anything bad that happens in my life. You see, Jesus is the source of our strength. I like to put it this way: I can because Jesus is alive. I can keep loving because Jesus is alive. I can be brave because Jesus is alive. I can have hope because Jesus is alive. What I want you guys to do as a family right now is I want you to talk about what else you can fill in the blank with and answer this question: I can what? Because Jesus is alive. Go ahead and pause the video right now and talk about the answers of the things you can do because Jesus is alive. And when you're done, you can unpause it, come right back here, and we'll go from there. Awesome, well done. I love conversations like that where we are reminded of what God's done in the past. And so we can apply that to what we're facing right now. And I hope that's true for you today.
All right, friends, I'm so excited to sing with you because today is the best day ever. And do you know what makes it the best day ever? It's because Jesus is alive. Who is alive? Jesus is alive. That's right, everybody. Jesus is alive, and that's what we're going to celebrate. Stand up on your feet and let's sing together.
God loves us, and he gave his only son. He is awesome, Jesus. Nothing can stop him, he's too strong. Yeah, we're singing, Jesus is alive, he's alive, oh yeah. Everybody celebrate. Jesus is alive, he's alive, oh yeah. He can do anything because he's big. He gave His only Son. He is awesome, Jesus. Nothing can stop Him, He's too strong. Now we're singing, Jesus is alive, He's alive, oh yeah. Everybody celebrate. Jesus is alive, He's alive, oh yeah. He can do anything, because He's bigger, because He's stronger, because He's greater than anything ever. Because He's bigger, because He's stronger, because He's greater than anything ever. So spin around and sing it, dance around and shout it. Jesus is alive, Jesus is alive. So spin around and sing it, dance around and shout it. Jesus is alive, Jesus is alive. Jesus is alive, He's alive, oh yeah. Everybody celebrate. Jesus is alive, He's alive, oh yeah. He can do anything, because He's bigger, because He's stronger, because He's greater than anything ever. Because He's bigger, because He's stronger, because He's greater than anything ever.
And maybe now more than ever, this is the time to celebrate God's faithfulness and the hope He gives us in Jesus. After all, that is what makes Easter so happy, because Jesus is alive.
Come on, let's sing. I was lost with a broken heart. You picked me up, now I'm set apart. From the ash I am born again, forever safe in the Savior's hands. You are more than my words can say. I'll follow you, go for all my days. Fix my eyes, follow in your ways. Forever free in unending grace. Come on! 'Cause you are my freedom. We lift you higher, Your love, never ending. Oh, you are alive in us. Nothing can take your place. You are all we need. Your love has set us free. Oh, whoa. In the midst of the darkest night, let your love be the shining light, breaking chains that were holding me. You sent your Son down to set me free. Everything of this world will fade. I'm pressing on till I see your face. I will live that your will be done. I won't stop till your kingdom come. 'Cause you are my freedom. We lift you higher, Your love, never ending. Oh, oh, oh. You are alive in us. Nothing can take your place.
Great job, everybody. Now, before we go, we've got one last challenge for you and your family.
All right, now for this one, it's gonna be a little bit different. I need you guys to pick somebody in your family who's a technology genius. Maybe it's your parent, your step-parent, your older brother or sister, maybe a grandparent or an aunt or an uncle. Either way, we just need you to find somebody who's really good with technology. Got it? Awesome.
Hey guys, when the video is over, we want you to go into your backyard and take a family Easter photo. This can be a serious photo with you being dressed up, or it can be a photo that is super silly with you in your PJs. In fact, you can use some Snapchat filter that has a bunny in it.
All right, everybody, so now we're gonna do this. No matter how you do it, what you're gonna do with it, I need you guys to all get together and take a family Easter photo and make it awesome. From there, we want you guys to go ahead and share it on social media. Tag us at RockPointKidsAZ and hashtag EasterJam2020. We wanna see your guys' Easter style.
Thanks for joining us for the Rock Point Kids Easter Jam. I hope you've had an incredible time. Don't forget to share those videos and those pictures on social media, on Instagram and Facebook. Tag us at Rock Point Kids AZ and use the hashtag EasterJam2020. I can't wait to see you in real life, hopefully sometime soon. Enjoy the rest of your day today.